Imagine standing on the sandy prehistoric coast of South Carolina 25 million years ago. A cool, salty ocean breeze constantly sweeps across the seemingly endless, crashing blue waves. The smell of ancient seaweed and drying salt fills the thick coastal morning air. During the Oligocene epoch, the oceans were teeming with incredibly diverse and abundant life. Massive prehistoric sharks and early whales patrolled the deep, dark, and dangerous offshore waters. But if you look up into the bright sky, you will see something magnificent. Gliding silently above the ocean is the largest flying bird Earth has ever seen. This is Pelagornis, a creature that holds the crown for the absolute widest wingspan. Imagine a bird with wings stretching 24 feet from one delicate tip to another. Its massive wingspan is twice as long as the largest wandering albatross alive today. If you stretched its wings out, they could easily span across an entire street. Despite its massive size, this prehistoric seabird was surprisingly lightweight and gracefully built. It weighed only about half as much as the giant, terrifying Argentavis of Argentina. This lightweight frame allowed it to effortlessly ride coastal winds for hours without flapping. It looked very much like a massively supersized seagull effortlessly riding the ocean thermals. But its graceful appearance completely changes the moment it opens its uniquely terrifying mouth. Pelagornis belonged to a highly successful family known famously as the pseudo-tooth birds. Along the edges of its beak grew sharp, jagged spikes made entirely of bone. These bony outgrowths acted exactly like razor-sharp teeth designed to catch struggling, slippery prey. Imagine watching this majestic giant suddenly dive sharply toward the sparkling ocean surface below. It does not crash into the water, but lightly skims the very top layer. With lightning speed, its jagged jaws snap completely shut around a large, squirming fish. Those terrifying, bony spikes grip the slippery seafood tightly, making any escape perfectly impossible. It was a perfectly evolved biological fishing machine ruling the vast open oceanic skies. For millions of years, these giant pseudo-tooth birds completely dominated the world's coastal ecosystems. They successfully spread across multiple continents, flying freely over nearly every single global ocean. Their extreme wingspan allowed them to easily travel enormous distances searching for fresh food. Because they lived most of their lives soaring, they were incredibly awkward on land. Their short, stubby legs made walking on the sandy beaches a slow, clumsy chore. They likely only came ashore to carefully lay their large eggs and raise chicks. Finding a safe, high cliff to nest was absolutely essential for their species' survival. To take flight again, they literally needed to throw themselves off a steep ledge. Their enormous wings simply required strong headwinds and high drops to generate enough lift. This highly specialized body design made them absolute masters of the breezy coastal winds. But being highly specialized always comes with extreme risks when the world inevitably changes. Eventually, the planet began to cool down, dramatically altering the ocean currents and temperatures. The reliable coastal upwellings that constantly brought them endless fish began to slowly disappear. Without their massive, dependable food source, sustaining a 24-foot wingspan became nearly completely impossible. The changing global climate slowly forced these magnificent gliders out of the sky forever. Millions of years of perfect aerodynamic evolution simply could not stop a changing ocean. The giant pseudo-tooth birds faded quietly into history, leaving behind only scattered, fragile bones. Today, we only know their true scale thanks to remarkably preserved South Carolina fossils. When paleontologists finally unearthed its giant skull, they immediately knew they found something special. The fossilized bony teeth perfectly painted a picture of a lost, giant oceanic predator. It proves that nature often experiments with incredibly extreme sizes when the conditions align. The deep history of our coastal skies is far stranger than we usually imagine. They were the true kings of the wind, ruling an ancient, lost marine world. No bird since has ever come close to matching their incredibly majestic, massive wingspan. Today, the beautiful wandering albatross gracefully rides the exact same ocean thermals and winds. But even that impressive modern bird looks like a tiny toy compared to Pelagornis. Our modern skies are now entirely empty of anything approaching that terrifyingly grand scale. The next time you watch a seagull flying, imagine it growing 20 feet wider. Earth's incredible history is a constantly shifting canvas of bizarre biological experiments and wonders. Deep time quietly hides unimaginable wonders buried deep beneath the soft, wet coastal sands. Nature is always adapting, forever capable of creating giants that completely defy our expectations.